try this again. Take two. You know what I mean? Random ace book. I'm sure that book will come in handy somehow. Maybe it's important to someone. Maybe there's a library and he needs the books returned. You never know. Empty. Sucks. Music box. Okay. What? Picked up just something that said backpack. What? Hmm. You know what I do know though? 67 versus... It's mine. Give it a little plasma. It's like, screw you now that I got something better. What's that, a flamethrower of some sort? No, it's a plasma launcher. Silencer is 214. I could upgrade those. No, it's gotcha. Nothing I could do with the silencer because it's a unique weapon. Okay. Well, I got myself a better rifle. I'm happy. Mark II, huh? It might be a little weaker, but I think it'll be worth it. I don't like that spread shot that they had. No one's safe in the bathroom, don't you know that? Everyone thinks to look in a bathroom because everybody thinks that not to look in the bathroom. Duh. Alright. I explored all this area. Now I need to go and do the experiment. And take it for myself for money. Barred from the other side. More places I haven't thoroughly explored. Cool beans. This place is bigger than I expected. It's craziness. No, what happened here? Wow, you poor sod. Nice. Don't move. Thank you. everyone was none the wiser. Stealth sniper.
Come out, play! No! Who did this?
Nobody. Because you're dead. Yummy. Oh. Really? Double really? Acid steeper. Is that part of Sam? There's a plasma carbine. I'd take it, but my inventory is already bleh. Another model spaceship. Intriguing. Well, I definitely wanted to head to Gladys. Definitely have what I needed for paying for a nav joint, you know? The nav chip. Suppose I could have just fast traveled instead of walking my butt all the way over there.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
This game has a few limitations. I'm sure it would be a lot better if we had like alien species to play as, like Mass Effect, or, you know, lots of other things you could do. Like romance options. But the game overall, the story, is pretty good.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn on? Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war. Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. That will go for a tidy sum of bits. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit any time. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else? I found a Henson ceramic mandipillar at a salvage auction last week.
You looking to shoot targets, varmints, or marauders? Whatever it is, I'll set you square.
Already getting into the Mark II stuff, huh? Well, I mean, I can't say no to something like that.
Good to see you again.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
What? What? I'm just as confused. Not that I really mind, but I'm so confused.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic. Your user preferences have been updated, Captain. In the event we are about to crash into an asteroid, I will remain silent.
I was kidding.
Hello. I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it. I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing. I am at your disposal, Miss Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. Not on the regular. Once in a great long while, a Saltuna boat would break down on the pad. He'd always bring me along for those. Mostly, he did the same as me. Kept Bess, I mean, the cannery, running. Turned loaders, plumbing and electricity, some plastering. I never got the hang of that. Except for my schooling years, I was always beside him. Or tied to him. He used to carry me about in a sling when I was real little. When I got older, he set me to sorting tools and parts while he worked. Later, he taught me simple fixes like busted crate latches. I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up, see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Oh, there were a whole lot of reading, and not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches. As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars. When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed off on my own. I doubt any of them remember me now. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big old hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. I made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh God. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Why do we have these cows?
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook. Sure do. Some of it was even legal. What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made. Gotta advertise your business somehow. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Oh, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance. No complaints here.
Manny Gain? jacket. Definitely Ellie's room. Definitely, the other guy, oh, Vicar. It's definitely his room.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts? Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them. On the contrary, they internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith. A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it. They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me. The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan. The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction. I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated. What about you? What's your story? And how did he do that? Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now? That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you? A commendable attitude.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your Sam? Registering new owner, Captain. Sam units live to clean and clean to live.
So if none of these guys knew anything about the cow or even had...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Take care.
I need to find Felix. Maybe he knows something about these cows. I can't imagine that this is all just random coinkydink, right? It might be. Alright.
Good to see you, boss.
My legs. Ouch. My legs.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Alright, did I need to bring anyone to Scylla with me? Stellar Bay, I'm assuming. And then he's gotta go to Monarch, so we don't need to worry about that. Find an Irion, but that's not a companion. Okay. I prefer Pavardi anyways. She's got one of the most likable personalities.
Here they come! You okay, Captain?
Of course. Of course I'm okay. Can't say the same for these whelps. Terraforming wall. It's pretty dope. But you're so cute looking. Why you have to be so evil?
Everyone all right?
Oh well. They look so cute. Why do they have to be so evil to me? Sad face. Oh well. Live some, I guess. Nothing here. Nothing. Okay, this way then. Ooh, ominous red. Still ominous. Yeah, you better shush, Parvati. Ooh, piece of candy. That's it? Wait. I've already got a better shotgun. I don't need that. Alright, let me see what we got. Over there, huh? Oh, fine. I didn't want to be up here anyways.
Here we go. Down they go. Everyone all right?
Easy enough. A pile of ash. A useless pile of slag.
Let's go.
It's not even hurting that thing or something. I don't know what's going on with it.
I'm ready for this.
That's pretty cool. Whatever it is.
Okay, here we go.
Wow. Okay. That happened.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Here we go. Way to go, Cap! Don't mess with us. Down they go.
Yikes.
Here we go. Good one. That was clean.
Come on. I know you don't like rock climbing in this game, but I need an upper advantage.
I'm ready for this. Oh, look at us.
Look at me, you mean? You ain't doing shit, girl. I'm picking them off at a distance. Making short work of any of those. I don't have the quest. There we are. That's why I did it.
Out. You know, you didn't have to shoot me. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did you? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these Automex are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Yes, well, I shan't. Give Wanda my chilliest regards.
Ominous. I'm gonna save it. That was fun. So it's doable. I mean, it's not good for you to do it, but it's funny.
For me. Here we go. Down they go. Got him.
Kill the behemoth, they all run terrified.
All together. Nice hit. how we ain't dead. You know, the pylons and the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice and just drift off.
I'm ready for this.
I am now. Why are there primals here in the first place? The only way primals would even be here in a place that that doesn't have oxygen until they lay down the terraform. It only means somebody put them here.
Somebody lives all the way out here? Surrounded by Aether?
All together.
Wow. Bullshit. I don't like this game anymore. They hurt my feelers.
All together. Down they go.
I don't understand.
Eyes up. Everyone all right?
That explains how we ain't dead. You know, the pylons and the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice and just drift off.
I'm ready for this. Nice hit.
Okay, here we go. Let's go. Don't mess with us. Got him. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's go. All together. Eyes up. Here we go. Down they go. Here we go. Got him. I'm ready for this. I got your back, Captain. Let's go. Well, that's gotta hurt. Down they go. Here we go. Nice hit. Ah! 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 Ah!
Ay, ay, ay. I need to get a workbench for this thing. This thing is totally busted.
That's the last of them. Ah! Ah!
Little enrages isn't that a problem?
Somebody lives all the way out here, surrounded by Aether? Here we go!
Easy enough. Manufacturer unknown. Ooh, science weapon. Yeah, that's normal. See that daily, just a big splotch of blood all over the bottom of the shower. If that's even blood. I hope it isn't, I guess, but... I hear a workbench, yes I do. Yay! Yay face.
Eyes up! Keep him quiet, Cap.
I don't know where that other behemoth went, but... it's not here, so that's a good thing. Until he becomes here. Speaking of...
Here we go! We're pretty good at this!
no scoped. Well, a lot of this place was anticlimactic because there's not much to go on here. I went here only for one particular mission, and I did that thing that I did. Ouch. Teleporting Parvati's. Alright, let's get out of here. I already did the quest I needed to do. Apparently there was no sense in exploring. I went the whole totally wrong way. Alright, so I need to go to Monarch and the Stellar Bay. Stellar Bay. I do Monarch last because that's where the main quest line is. And I don't do the main quest line first. I always do all the side quests leading up to it. Man, it is still snowing out there.
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. So, question, where is Stellar Bay? It's not on Monarch, is it? That's the docking bay for that. Typhon I don't have unlocked. There's Groundbreaker. Relay only has that thing. Scylla is not Stellar Bay. Olympus not active. Warning, Cascada. Oh, Stellar Bay landing pad versus... Okay. Got it. So both of them are on Monarch. First things first then, let's go to Groundbreaker, turn in the one quest, then go into Monarch. Hey.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Well, hello everybody. Didn't think I'd get so popular so quick. Nah, just kidding. I'm not popular. You can always leave a like and subscribe though. Yeah? No. Or if you already have left a like and subscribed, you could always tell your friends and have them leave a like and subscribe. I don't know. I'm trying to be as good as all the other Let's Players, but I'm just starting out. I even had a dream about getting a face cam. That's funny. Ow, my legs. Crunch. Satisfying crunch of your legs being broken.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome. Alright, time to go to the brand new Monarch. Never been, so this will be a fun experience. I like how they give you like flaw perks or whatever, like your flaws. I don't know if they do or not because I haven't played the game all the way through yet. But I wonder if they have...
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Again? Oh, man. She likes to annoy him. It's hilarious.
Max.
What?
You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
It's not really that simple, but yes, fine. Anything else?
If that's the case, is it my purpose to annoy you, or yours to be annoyed by me?
Go away.
You can't deny fate, Sugar.
Duh. Anyways, that's what I was saying. It's like they have flaw cards, apparently, like flaw stuff. But I wonder if there's one where you have, like, a boost towards something, like a strength. That would be nice. It's like, oh, you hate other humanoids, so then you are, like, have a boosted damage towards them.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
I know you wanted to be at Stellar Bay, and I know you wanted to be in Monarch. So, those two it is. Welcome to the most dangerous planet on this side of Halcyon, Monarch. Something's fishy, alright. Stellar Bay is fishy. Okay, that's a drop. Oh, this is one of those elevator thingies, isn't it?
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I've got a lot of empty entries to fill. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
Absolutely.
Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Excellent customer service.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight ship, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Of course.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Alright. This place doesn't seem that bad. Now I was expecting outlaws and evil and... Nope. It's nice. Welcome to the Yacht Club.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
I'll check the Yacht Club later.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Damn. Advance?
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Why are there no children in this game?
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experiences.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about.
So it's a mysterious
He's got
type.
Great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Great legs.
Do you think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Okay, get a level up for talking to her. Oh, I'm okay with this. Go up in a little bit of persuasion there, and then I guess I'll top it off with some ranged. Get that up to the 50s soon.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Oh, my loins are so moist.
Posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Weird science project passed on us.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. We've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Makes sense. Oh, I don't have the perception for it.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
That was awesome. I got to talk to someone.
You're probably looking for Velma. Watch out. She's in a mood.
I like moods. Alright, Velma, where you be? This is the warehouse, ain't it? Velma, yep, there you are. I heard you're in a mood.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, alright? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it? No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. I got a feeling you and Catherine would get on like tumors on a pig. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind? Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors.
Tumors?
He's a real wizard with
Oh
pharmaceuticals,
boy.
but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. I would if I weren't busy here picking up his slack. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply.
Oops.
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
Because
He and his
everything
whole
smells
crew walked
fishy.
out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Deal.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed.
Really?
Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Looks like I got my hands full. Guess I gotta go talk to people.
Velma seemed out of sorts too. It's always cranky.
Yoink. What people don't know won't kill him, right? 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 I like free stuff. I don't care how good or bad I am. As long as nobody knows that it's missing, and nobody knows that I'm the one taking it, it's mine. Fair and square. That's what I love about this game. Or any game that has the option to steal.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you? Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized.
Are you on something, my dear? Yeah.
Oh, but I am. I get to see plenty of my neighbors here, and I do dearly love a little gossip.
Okay. Yeah, you do that then. I'm never going back there. Nope. She spooked me a little. Ooh. What? But it's closed. But I want bounties and stuff. Ooh. It's a door. What do we have here? I don't get it. This is interesting. Okay. I gotta look for apartments.
I think I'm getting sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
You got it. You must have been the killer, but it don't matter. What's your name? Talmadge Kerr. Bottom one on the right.
Oh! Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
You weren't even...
Gruesome way to die.
The killer might still be in here. Be very, very quiet. Hi, dead person. How did you die? Blunt trauma? Cabinet? Could have been a murder weapon. Ooh, jeweled ring. Ooh, mag pick. Oh, well, that would make sense, huh? I didn't do it. Oh, hi. Okay. No, those are important anyways.
Whatever you do, don't mention Crossbow. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh? Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry. Oh. In that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right? By verity, by strength.
Yeah, probably.
What are we contemplating today?
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Most people don't. Besides, this place is enough to try anyone's nerves. Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls? The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying. That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran. These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts. I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain. What? No, Captain, I don't want you to do it this way.
It's all right, miss. I'm a coward at heart. Made that clear from the outset. Look, Captain, this is the best I can do without putting myself out of business. I'm mighty glad you reckon so. This is gonna take about an hour in the oven. Nothing I can do to speed it. That's just how cooking works. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady. You're a gentle soul, miss. Be careful with this one, all right? She's kind of a brute.
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
I don't mean to be brutish. I just know that 3,000 for one casserole ain't worth it.
The body's in the first apartment on the right.
Okay, so it's over here. It's probably back here, huh? Yeah, it's over here, isn't it? Alrighty.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest Tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H. Mannix. That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Good. Someone's gotta. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Alright, behind the yacht club.
Wrap Musk and Canid Eyes, right here.
What?
Please, will someone help me? Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders with toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Of course.
Please, won't you go and find my boy? Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Okay. Will do, ma'am. Okay, so this is the yacht club. And this is the alley behind it.
Uh-huh. Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even care.
Look, my back aches and everything smells like...
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smoked? Smooth?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Alrighty. So there's an alleyway behind this, huh? Probably this way. Over here. Yep.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Clear these dim-witted assholes out of here.
Question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Might as well go and do some out of the side quests. But first...
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Please, please don't. Whatever you do, please don't do that thing that you do. Alright, let me see here. Journal.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload Saltuna shipments in Canada.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
Got it. Heads down.
Want to try me?
Nice one!
Got him!
Look at us!
Welcome to Monarch. This has got a very Morrowind vibe. Cascadia, Fallbrook, Amber Heights, Stellar Bay. Where are we headed? All the way over there? Dang, that's a long walk. Alright. 700 miles or meters. That would be my legs, my friend. That would be my legs.
Here we go.
Down they go!
Yeah, it probably does, doesn't it?
That's the last of them.
Never seen. Oops. Gotta love silenced.
All together.
Don't mess with us.
Sitting on the job, are we? Oops. Oh, these poor guys didn't know what hit them. Love this. Just wish it wouldn't break as easy. I gotta get that as the next perk. Ah, Amber Heights. Isn't this where the kid was at? Still snowing. Scary.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosopher's Truths, and the Iconoclast Way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it. Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
Ooh, I like it.
I know. It's quite revolutionary. We're a community here. No jobs, no shifts, just people who help each other.
I like it.
You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep. The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill. Good luck in all that you do.
Seems like a nice little town. Except for all the weird critters.
Damn philosophists.
All I'm saying is it ain't working. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Shut up. Arrows.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I hope she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can. Captain.
Never seen you before. Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Sit at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak. A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate. Oh, sure. I was with them when the corps were leaving Monarch. Hell of a time, then. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. And I've been thinking about seeing them found. Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. Spend a lot of time out there. That'd be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
I don't need a key for the door. I need to pick the lock. Free experience points. You don't see.
For me.
Oh. Maybe I should. I saw the white triangles. I'm like, well, maybe they know. Maybe they have psychic abilities and they just know when it was being picked. Ah, well. This way? Oh, okay. Well, this is anticlimactic. I figured there would be some sort of stuff.
A mansion.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
We felled it, Martin. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gunheads.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
Hell only knows where the Vanoys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company. A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts. Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come? A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running. Indeed. But first we need the parts I ordered. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage. Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
Sure. Nice day. What? Oh, bypass sense. I don't need them. I got plenty. Anyone else have any special quests for me? Wounded. Where's the doc? Doc? Are you the doc? Oh, you're the one who wanted the medicine supplies. Okay, works for me.
Jawbone connected to the next bone. Next bone's connected to the...
Right. Well, it's been real, guys. I think I'm just going to... Oh, shut up,
Everybody
Picard.
here looks wore out. Is it just me?
Philosophy is the way to live. Oh, am I that low on weapon parts? Scheisse. Alright, time to break some things down. No, I don't want to get rid of that one. Oh, but these are specials. I guess I've got to go get some more weapon parts. Right? Bunch of garbage indeed. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. What the? Since when did the quest change? Okay, sorry.
I have your back, Captain.
Nice one!
Show them how it's done! Everyone all right?
Apparently. You guys are interesting. Look at you. You just all swarmed up in the face. Ooh. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Wish I could get a good angle at you. Ooh, wait. Gah. Don't have any.
Just saying, if we did need to dispose of a body, this would be a good spot for it.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have much use for stuff for my own work. Neat that it's here, though. Here we go!
By the law, we are unstoppable.
You guys didn't do shit. I'm doing all the work here.
Here we go.
Oh, you're the dumbass who decided to walk on it, aren't you? That's a lot of noise.
Who would like to die first? Subtle work, Captain.
Subtle indeed. Thank you, Joe. Oh, shite. That burns.
Everyone all right?
Apparently. Burning over? Okay.
Here we go. Got him. Here we go.
Really?
Nice one.
Why do you guys keep teleporting? Alright. This gun is busted.
Don't mess with me.
Looks like I need some weapon parts. Hey. I don't believe I've seen you on my stream there, Joe. Welcome. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with just a random level up like that. That's cool. That's cool. That's okay. That's cool. There we go. And one more. I guess I'll put it just one single science. There we go. No, I guess I should put it in the one where makes my weapon not break as easy. Durability. Boom. Good.
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes, but to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Okie doke. To Fallbrook we go. It is still snowing outside. Jeez Louise, man. I'm gonna have to walk into this to get to work. Ah, that's gonna be fun.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities?
Oh.
If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key
Just a
costs
little
50
down
bits.
south from you then, where it's really, really snowing.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Keep your wits about you. This is sublight territory.
I don't like the way folks are looking at me, Captain. Sandwich. Maybe I could stand a little closer to you.
You are a sandwich. Thank you for the follow, Motion.
I ain't ever seen someone so adept looking in my whole life.
That's awfully kind of you, mister.
Oh, now, come on. All I mean is, well, rather that, you don't seem like the usual pigeons we play. No offense, of course, if you are a Byzantian gold-blood. Say, I'd like to do you a favor. Might I interest you in a surefire scheme? Wink, wink. It's no flattery when it's true. Pure and simple, it's like this. I run our drug delivery service. Recently, I had the genius idea to cut costs in half by swapping our autoloaders with faster, cheaper sprats. See? I know a fellow genius when I clap eyes on him. Too right you are. Only problem is my sprat carriers ain't arrived from your latest run. As I was saying, you look more capable than most of the hoople heads around these parts. What say you locate him and retrieve the goods? In return, I'll cut you 5% of the profit.
Oh, wow. I need to persuade 100. Looks like I need to get my work cut out for me there.
I'm going to assume it was not. If it's sarcasm, you've got to show it somehow, like with a wink. My sprat carriers scurry back and forth through the shipping tunnels. Any trail ought to start there. When you've got the goods, I'll be here.
I always like to talk myself out of situations, but I didn't expect a level 100 situation right off the bat. Figured I wasn't that far along in the game to get a level 100. The jet?
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am. Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time. Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening. Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram. Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon.
Okay. Confusing lot. You're all strange.
Oddest thing. He started. This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search. Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down the river. I guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
Mm-hmm.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Either buy or move on.
Restricted? Fine. Didn't want your stuff anyways.
You shopping for pre-owned or new? If you bloody it, you buy it. Store policy.
Restricted though, but sniper. I must sniper. Give me please, sniper. I has it. Looks like I got my work cut out for me.
Welcome
to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind. Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
Obviously too common an ailment for insurance to cover.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Oh. I don't plan on being dismembered anytime soon, thank you.
Ain't in the mood to chat.
Ah, the infamous Catherine.
You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening. If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're reliable, if not fully trustworthy? That you won't ever do. But I like your style, so I'm willing to take a risk. We'll consider it a trial run. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory. Owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me.
Amen.
Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Works for me.
I don't think I like Miss Catherine. Not just on account of swearing, but she swears awful much.
Efficient, clever, ruthless. I like her.
Same. I like the ruthlessness. What are we talking about again? I don't know. Meh. He's probably down this way still. I gotta look everywhere anyways. Might as well re-up. Nothing in here, that was for sure. This one. Insurance agent. Blah. There he is. I just need to be, you know, I just need to look
I tested
with
the
my eyes.
product myself to ensure maximum customer satisfaction. If you doubt it, I can show you my lower back rash. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on. Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton? She needs it for a job? Well, why didn't you say so? Reckon you asked her where to best procure one, and she obligingly pointed you my way. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
This should be inhospitable, an inhospitable, you know? Inhospitable.
Always imagined Fallbrook would be cleaner. Stock was getting cheaper.
Can I help you? Don't think we've spoken before. I would remember. You look, well, I wouldn't forget what you're wearing, no. Most of the freshies spend their first night in the saloon. Fresh to Fallbrook, I mean. Me? I've been here going on 3 days now. I'm real friendly. Figure I've talked up everyone in town by now. But not you yet. Every day I've been here has been my lucky day. Never won so much in my whole life. Aside from a close call during my wilderness hike, it's been a grand adventure. I'm dreadful blessed that Captain Criley hired me onto the crew. You heard that right. Wilderness almost got me pushing up daisies. If I wasn't so fleet-footed, I never would have escaped them Raptidons, then Marauders, and then that Manta Queen alive.
Oh boy, Manta
To
Queen.
outrun him, I had to ditch my bag. All the bit cards from my winnings were weighing it down. A shame, because it was my favorite gun tote. Look for the horns and you can't miss it. Even I saw them when we flew overhead. Massive curved stone peaks if you want to get technical. They're a part of the mountain terrain. Well, Captain Criley wanted to take a pit stop. I'm the hired security, see? They pay me to guard the cargo, but right now the hull's empty. It's my first shore leave with the crew, and my maiden voyage before that. I can tell you it's been a real hoot. Ah, you wouldn't have heard of them. They're just a small pot of smugglers. Kept getting their spoils stolen when they went to fence them. So they hired on a merc. They didn't mind my being so talkative, or them being my first protection gig. Captain Criley, he does ask me to shut it sometimes. In fact, I probably shouldn't be flapping my gums about his crew at all. Captain warned us to take care around Devil's Peak. The bigger beasties tend to roam the slopes there. Mid-morning, I thought I'd try Fallbrook's self-guided wilderness hike, the one that leads up around the mountain. Safe enough, else they wouldn't advertise, right? Wrong. Scarcely made it back in one piece. Right then. Very well.
So, ask Crowley or whatever about the thingy. The thingy with the thingy of things. Thingummy, was it, whatever. Nobody sees nothing. Because I'm special.
This is so pretty.
It is kind of pretty. I can't lie. It is kind of pretty. Alright. So this is a landing pad here. Cool beans. Hopefully this will unlock or something. There we go. Nice.
Here we go.
That one's done for. That's the last of them.
Alright, let's find these little sprats. I'll take those weapon parts. I need those to repair my gun, thank you. That was one of them. Oh. Maybe I should mark it as an active quest so I can see where I'm going. There we go. Now I can see where they all are hiding. Gimme. They're so tiny, of course they're gonna get themselves killed so fast. Those poor little necks don't last. They'll snap. You poor little guys. Considered stealing, huh? I'll keep that in mind. But I completed the quest, so now I just need to tell Nelson I did the thing that they wanted. I'm glad I've got like unlimited stamina.
Did you find them? Tell me you found my my Sprat carriers. Would hate should anything dire have befallen them. Just tell me straight. Don't hold back. I can handle it. Sprats can always be replaced. Excellent. Oh, this is only half! Are you think you can steal from me? Search Fallbrook. Either half the Sprats got loose on their own, or there'll be some evidence pointing to the soon-to-be-dead Snake who filched my carriers. You want your cut? You get me the rest of my drugs, no matter what it takes.
You got it. Question mark, Sprat? I like that optional objective. The little task is like, Sprat? Question mark? Oh, you were just so cute though, look at you. No.
Malin, get your twitchy whiskers back here. Don't you run out that door. It's a cruel world outside. Close the damn door. You'll let my... Damn it all. Now look what you've done. It'll take me ages to round him up again. State your purpose, or get out of my face, domicile intruder. Missing? Nope. Nope. Mine are all found and accounted for. Thank you kindly. Now if that'll be all, I've got an animal rescue service to oversee, and it ain't easy. Lots to do. Got a multitude of Sprats to spay and feed. Day in, day out, they ran their little route, getting picked off along the way. What was I to do, turn a blind eye? Malin's an animal lover. She won't hold my actions against me. Look, I don't care if Nilsson sent you or not. You won't be hurting a hair on any of these Sprats' heads. I've killed vicious beasts for them. I ain't afraid to take on a human. Back out of this domicile, hands up, or become Sprat food, intruder. You want to dig through Sprat droppings? Be my guest. Get your drugs, then get lost.
Whoa! I didn't even see you, buddy. Aren't you just the cutest, gigantic, holy crap I've ever seen? Look at you. You are just huge. Wow. You are just big. You are just big. You... Yeah.
Got the goods? Because I know you wouldn't be wasting my time otherwise. Wink. You do? I mean, you do! Of course you do! What did I tell you? Sure-fire delivery system. Works almost every time. Sure, they're Raptidon fodder and suffer the occasional overdose when a container dissolves and their stomach acid. Wait, what do you mean rescue them? That deranged piece of Sprat shit! If Bertrand ain't already dead, he's about to be. I owe you for bringing this breach in security to my attention. As promised, your cut, plus a little extra to show my gratitude. Now, if there's nothing else you need from me, I must go inventory my goods.
They are cute, though. Alright, gotta go back. Okay, fine. Said something about panning. You know, by the waterfall. Why did I not think of that? Bah. Yes, charisma and lockpick first. Sorry I didn't talk to you sooner about that. I typically did charisma, lockpick, and the science stuff anyways. Good for medical because, well, if you have a good medical, people love you. I'm gonna end this episode here soon. Soon.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
What do you want? Oh, hey, Vicar Max. What are you doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper. This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy. Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better. Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
Well,
could I have a word with you, Captain?
Fine.
I want to thank you for talking some sense into me back there with Cheney. It has been a long time since I gave in to my violent enthusiasm. You're right. I owe you an apology. I've been so obsessed for so long, I couldn't see anything else. You offered me a place on your crew, friendship, and I used you to get to Cheney. And even then, you saved me from myself. I don't know if I could live with myself had I gone through with it. You owe me nothing, I know, but I'm begging your forgiveness. Thank you. I promise I'll be nothing but truthful from this point forward.
Alrighty though. This has been a eventful stream. 3.5 hours of fun. I think this is a good time to stop. Leave a like and subscribe if you hadn't already. Tell your friends, have them subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of the